Hi everyone, I'm Jason Murray, Close Up Magician, and I am delighted to be performing for all of you this evening at the Women in Business Go Digital Level Up Masterclass and Christmas Party organised by the Edge Events. I want you to sit back, I want you to relax, and of course, I want you to enjoy. Okay, so I always like to start off with a few warm-up routines, and here's my first one, and it uses these 3 poker chips right here. Now, you've really got to watch this carefully because it happens so quick, sometimes I even miss it. I'm going to stack these poker chips up and watch as they travel from these fingertips all the way over to here like so. That's number 1, 2 left to go. Watch the next one because all we do is this, and it goes across again. That's 2 here in the right hand and 1 in the left. Oh, hold on, it goes backwards again. Watch the last one go because we throw it up, catch it again. That is number 1, that is number 2, and that is number 3. Now, not many people know this, but before I did magic, I used to do a lot of origami. That's right, I started origami when I was about 8 years old. The first business I ever actually had, unfortunately it did fold. Sorry, but I'm going to try something now for you lot. If I give these pieces of paper a little squeeze in the middle like so, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but can you tell what that looks like at first glance? It's a little bit tricky, I know, but if we add a little bit of heat just here, all we've got to do is squeeze and change into a little ball like so. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but if you take a sponge ball, almost like sewing a lady in half, you can actually take a ball, squeeze it in the middle, and actually sew the sponge ball in half, leaving us with 2. And if you count to 10 and do this very, very carefully, you get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you can make them jump from this hand over here all the way over to here like so. Okay, so there's nothing I love more than doing a few card tricks for you, and I'm going to show you that these cards are all genuinely different, and I'm going to give them a little shuffle as well here, just so you know then that this is fair, and I give them a few cuts here, and I'm going to cut to a random card like the Ace of Spades, as good as any. Let's see if we can get another one. All I do is give them a few more cuts like this again, and this time we get the Ace of Hearts, looking good so far. Another little shuffle in here as well, another cut like so, and we should get another ace, which is the Ace of Clubs, and as for the last one, a few more cuts over here like this, and that should be the last ace, which is of course the Ace of Diamonds. Now, I'm going to try this a difficult way. If I leave the Ace of Diamonds in first, that really goes in, and I'm going to give the cards 1, 2, 3, 4 little cuts like so. I'm going to use another ace, and let's get rid of the Ace of Clubs this time. I'll give the cards a few more cuts here again. Let's get rid of the Ace of Hearts in here as well, and then let's get rid of the Ace of Spades in there too. And I think the Ace of Spades will be the last card that we actually find. Now, I always ask people, shall I do this the easy way or the hard way? And more often than not, they say the hard way, so let me see what I can do for you. 1 snap makes the first one rise, that's the Ace of Diamonds. Once you take the Ace of Diamonds, all you do is give it a tap, and it changes into the Ace of Clubs like so. If you want another ace, all we've got to do is we take it like this, we give it a little shake, and then hopefully it'll change in front of your eyes into the Ace of Hearts like so. Now, if I use a different card, let's use something like the 10 of Hearts, all we have to do is tap, that goes back into the Ace of Clubs again. Let me use a different card again, like the Queen of Hearts, leave that one sticking out like so, riffle and snap again, that gets the Ace of Diamonds, and as for the Ace of Spades, all we do is we give them 1, 2, 3 little cuts, and hopefully, if I've done this right, that should be the that should have been the Ace of Spades, until we tap, snap, and change, and it goes into the Ace of Spades like so. Now, let me see if we can try this for you as well. Out of all these aces, the most popular ace in the pack will probably be the Ace of Spades. So of course, if we snap the fingers, we should be able to get the Ace of Spades to rise. That is ace number 1. I'm going to try that again. We snap the fingers again, and we end up with the Ace of Spades again. I'm going to leave that Ace of Spades on here again. That leaves us with 2 cards left, the Ace of Spades here, and of course the Ace of Spades there as well. Of course, it does seem a little impossible in a pack of cards to have more than 1, more than 2, more than 3, more than 4 aces of spades. So all we have to do is snap the fingers again, cast the shadow over the cards, and now we should be left with the Ace of Spades, followed by the Ace of Clubs, followed by the Ace of Diamonds, and of course followed by the Ace of Hearts. Now, I'm going to choose just one of these aces for this, and I'm thinking, let's change it up a little bit. Let's go for the Ace of Hearts, always been a personal favourite of mine, and I'm going to get rid of the other cards just for a second here, so let's take the club, the spade and the diamond away, and let's use the Ace of Hearts. Now, I'm going to try something here with the Ace of Hearts. I'm actually going to sign the Ace of Hearts, okay? And one thing I always have to be careful of is not signing it on the back, because these are very, very weak, the cards on the back, so it's really important that I only ever sign the card across the face of it. Okay, so let me do this now, and for this I'm going to put something like Merry Christmas, okay? Merry Christmas 2021. 1, okay? And I will let you all have a good look and show you that that really is the Ace of Hearts signed as well, okay? Now, I'm going to leave the Ace of Hearts in the pack about halfway down, and I'm going to do this in stages so you get to see everything that I do, and it's all going to happen right in front of your eyes. You see, no matter how many times I shuffle the cards like so, I can clearly show you that the card will not be on the top, and of course the card will not be on the bottom either. However, to find it instantly, all I do is snap the fingers, and that's what makes it rise, Ace of Hearts, with Merry Christmas 2021 on. I'll do that again for you because that can happen a little bit quick. I'm going to leave it in one more time again. All I do is I snap and it makes it rise all by itself again. Look, the Ace of Hearts. I'm going to leave the Ace of Hearts even on the table, right in front of your eyes. All I do is I leave the other cards on the top like so, I snap the fingers again, and it still makes the Ace of Hearts rise every single time. You see, no matter where you put the Ace of Hearts, look, I'm going to leave it in about halfway down. And we could have picked a different one, but of course it was the Ace of Hearts, and I'll leave that Ace of Hearts in there again with that Ace of Hearts there as well. I'll even leave that Ace of Hearts back in about halfway down again. We'll follow it one more time with the Ace of Hearts there, then leave that Ace of Hearts in there again, followed by that Ace of Hearts there as well. Now, occasionally some people always want my favourite card, but of course it will be the Ace of Hearts, so you might decide that you want my second favourite card, which of course is the Ace of Hearts there again. Now, occasionally people don't want it on the top, they actually want it on the bottom, and sometimes you always want it on the bottom, they actually might want it back on the top. I'm going way too fast, aren't I? But I really do need to show you that every single playing card is genuinely, completely different. There is only one Ace of Hearts, and the only Ace of Hearts that I've got is this one right here. Oh sorry, that's the Five of Hearts. The only Ace of Hearts that I've got is when you throw it through, snap the fingers, and of course, there it is again, Ace of Hearts, Merry Christmas 2021. Okay, I'm going to try something a little bit strange here. I don't know how this works, I have no idea why it works, but it always does, and it's always one of my favourites to perform. I'm going to take a random card, it doesn't really matter what we go for, I'm just going to stop there here, and I'll let you have a look at that one. It is the Four of Diamonds, as good as any, I think you'll agree. And I'm going to sign this one, and on this one I'm just going to put in big letters here, Merry. Okay, I'll let you all see that, and that is the Four of Diamonds, and that there now is the only Four of Diamonds that obviously has got Merry on there, okay? And let's just make sure the ink is dry. I'm going to leave it off here just on the side, and I'm going to cut some cards off, cut these in here, leave that on the top, pop it in here like this, and then place them all back on there as well. So that really is genuinely lost inside. I'm going to take another random card, I'm going to take this one here. This is the Seven of Clubs. And on this one, I'm just going to put Xmas, okay? Xmas like so. So we've got Merry and we have got Xmas. Now, I don't do any sleight of hand like I say, I'm going to do this right in front of your eyes. It's very strange how this actually works, okay? Because I'm going to leave these Seven of Clubs in the pack there as well, and I'm going to leave all the cards just here on the table like this, and watch what happens. You see, all I do is I cast a small shadow over the cards. Do you know what that shadow does? Well, I'll be honest with you, it does absolutely nothing, but it looks quite magical. I'm only kidding. If we also snap the fingers, what it actually means now is every single playing card is face down in the pack, except one card which is face up. It is in fact the only card that is face up in the pack, and that one is the Four of Diamonds with, of course, Merry written on it as well. But now let's find the other one, the Xmas card. You see, my hands have not moved, yet look, inside of my jacket over here, I'm going to pull out my my wallet, and I'm going to show you that what is actually trapped inside of my wallet over here is actually one card and one card only. And hopefully you'll know, if that's the Four of Diamonds there, then it has to be the Seven of Clubs with Xmas on there as well. So now we've got Merry, and of course we've got Xmas. But I did say that this would be a little bit of a strange trick, and it is. If you give them a little rub like so, I'm going to place them both together. All we have to do is go 1, 2, 3, give them a little rub here like so, and once we snap, this is the moment that we can actually fuse the cards together as one. That is the Merry, that is the Xmas, that is the 4, and of course that is the 7, and they are completely joined together. Now, the strangest thing about this is, obviously if you want to split them again, you can. You just have to rub them on the sleeves, snap, and that gets them to split back into 2 cards again. However, it is Christmas, and Merry and Xmas go together, so if we give them one more little squeeze here like so, one more little rub as well, one more snap, that will, of course, this is the moment, fuse them together as one. That is the 7, that is the 4, and that is Merry, and that is Xmas. So there you go, thank you so much for watching, and do remember to follow me at Jason Ray Magic on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and also do follow the Edge events, and don't forget to tag us in on your social media with the hashtags Level Up and Women in Business Go Digital. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I would like to wish each and every single one of you a very, very Merry Christmas. Thank you once again for watching, and have a great night.